Hey everyone, I'm Rum, and welcome to the second episode of the What's Brewing podcast. This time with Facecam. I decided, to get this discussion already out of the way. I decided to be the best to have a Facecam to get more personal with you guys, as well as give the people who are watching visually something nice to stare at rather than just a static image. That out of the way, I wanted to get that out quickly. I also want to apologize for the crummy look of the camera. I am working on it still. But this is actually one of the many takes of the podcast. And unfortunately, yesterday, I tried recording it, tried getting it out today. And that just wasn't able to because yesterday was hair care day. I didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't know what I sounded like. Turns out I was cutting out the entire podcast. Hey everyone, I'm Rum, and welcome to What's Brewing, our new channel podcast that we started. So... it's fine. We're going to do it again today. And this time we're going to have, hopefully, some more cohesion. Something I didn't really discuss much in the last podcast was the direction of the channel, what the point of the podcast is, and how the format of it is going to work. The way that this podcast is going to work is that hopefully every week I will get a bunch of current events that are happening, from the day that the podcast is recorded to the day that it's uploaded, or a little bit in between, or whatever I want to talk about, as long as the topics correlate to at least one or all of the channels. Following those current events, we're going to be talking about channel analytics and channel videos, plans, and such at the very end for those who care. So if you're here just to learn about the current events, what's going on, then you guys could just dip out at the end. That works fine for me as well because I do love doing podcasts, and I'll have those chapters at the bottom of the description. With that being said, the first official current event that we have for the What's Brewing podcast is the new game Wuthering Waves that just dropped. I've been playing this game a lot. I'm almost done with it right now. I'm almost at the end game, and I'm having so much fun. And I'm not really a big fan of gacha games. I don't like games that put things behind a paywall or like certain characters or whatever that have an impact on gameplay. So I'm not a big fan of gacha games. However, I must say, after watching the Vars live stream of Vars 2, for those who know about him, he's a YouTuber that does League content, gacha content, and Smash Bros content. I was watching his live stream since I do enjoy his content, and I decided to download the game from him, and it is an awesome time. I do recommend you guys try it out if you're at all interested. And yeah, I think it's got a big focus on character swapping, not like Genshin where the character swapping is just based around reactions. No, it's more focused on your characters being good themselves. And of course, having some sort of cohesion with each other. The next current event that I want to talk about is the new Fortnite season. That's going to have a video up on the main channel, RumSoda, hopefully sometime this week. I'm really excited to get that video out for you guys. I personally have loved it. And that kind of brings into the next topic with this, is that this new Fortnite season is actually dividing a lot of the players. Competitive players hate this season because they feel like it's too overpowered to have that many cars or have certain cars be much better than others. So that really does make a divide with the casual audience, which this season is more focused on entertaining. It's not like the last two seasons were not entertaining for casual players. But it is true that these last two were more focused on the competitive scene rather than having fun. And for our last current event, we have the new Valve MOBA called Deadlock. They just revealed some gameplay for it. Hey everyone, Future Sam here. Just want to let you all know that Valve did not reveal any gameplay for it, but rather all the gameplay footage was leaked from their beta, their closed beta. I keep talking about it thinking Valve was the one that released the content, but in reality, it was not. So I will not be showing any footage, and I really do apologize. I should have looked into it a little bit more. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. It is a third-person 6v6 4-lane MOBA, which to me, I was very confused upon this drop because why would Steam want to compete with basically themselves since they already have a MOBA called Dota 2, which is arguably one of the biggest MOBAs ever. It turns out it's mainly not to compete with themselves, but rather compete with another game, Smite, which is also on Steam. It's another third-person MOBA I don't really know too much about it. However, from what I can grasp, it's a 5v5 with 3 lanes, which sticks closer to like the original intention for MOBAs, a 5v5 3 lane with a jungle kind of gameplay. Me personally, I probably won't be playing this game much. However, I do think I'll try it out, once it comes out and when we see more gameplay for it. But for now, that's all that they really released. And that wraps up the current events for this week. Now we're going to get into the channel analytics section of this podcast. If you don't want to listen to me ramble about the channels, feel free to click off right now. For the first channel that we're going to be talking about is obviously the main channel. What's Brewing is going to be on this channel for the most part. If there's ever just a podcast that I want to do, or if I want to make a What's Brewing that's more related to one of the channels rather than all 3, or if it's related to 2 channels and whatnot, I'll probably upload a What's Brewing there. But for the most part, this channel is going to be focused around having the What's Brewing on it, as well as hopefully a video out every week or every other week. It is kind of tough for me to gauge how often I'm going to be able to upload videos. But the summertime is coming up, and I do think I'll be able to get more work done since I'm going to be home or vacationing a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to creating more content for this channel. It is really important to me that I do podcasts again. This is why I got into content creation, and it will forever be the reason why I do content creation. So with that being said, we can move on to the next channel, which is the Rum LOL channel. In all honesty, I do understand that a lot of people that wanted to watch my elite content didn't really want to watch gameplay. They wanted to watch me talk about lore or character breakdowns or character story breakdowns, and I have those videos planned. Right now, I'm getting out a video every week on it, except for last week and the next week, because I want to focus on doing other stuff first. We did get 2 new subscribers since the start of the channel, which is really nice. I'm really happy with the growth of it. Even though it's just 2 people, I'm still happy that those 2 people... sorry. I'm still happy that those 2 people joined. And I do hope to get a couple of videos out there more focused on lore and story, but also a ranked climb series, because right now I'm the only person, like the only gameplay that I have is of me playing draft pick. So you guys know I'm not smurfing. But yeah. And then we have Rumkip. Unfortunately, I know that channel looks like it's being neglected. It's not. I'm just a very big perfectionist when it comes to Pokemon. And that's an unfortunate side effect of just me being me. It is kind of sad for me to, look at that channel and not have a lot of videos out. But I want to be different than all the other Pokemon YouTubers. And I'm very much into Pokemon. I wouldn't be starting a channel if I wasn't into it, right? But it's tough. It is tough for me to do everything with it, but I do look forward to making more content with it. I have a couple videos planned for the future, and I feel like some of the videos that I planned are already too late to upload. So I'm going to be focusing on videos that don't really matter to time, but more onto just core aspects of the game. And with all of that being said, my name is Rum. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.